afternoon, guys. Fast Eddie here. We are going to, today we're going to try a homemade solution for weed killer. Haven't had any luck getting any weed killer at the local hardware stores. And I have seen this on the internet for quite some time. I've just never tried it. Dishwashing soap, a little salt, and white vinegar. And between the salt and the vinegar, they contain a acetic acid, and then the soap allows the acid to absorb into the plant and supposedly kills the whole plant. And so what we're going to do here is make up a batch of this. You put 1 gallon of vinegar, a cup of salt, and a dash or a dab of soap in there. And I got a spray bottle here from the hardware store for 900 pesos. We'll try this out and we'll spray the weeds. And kind of our test weeds are going to be over here. As you can see, we got some weeds right over here. I can try these out right in here. We'll try them out and see how effective it are. There's some over there on the sidewall there. There's some vines up there growing. I don't know, maybe I'll spray those and see if it works too on them. And just going to kind of go around the whole yard here and spray these things down. And if it works, I may go over and spray down the spare yard over here. And along this fence here, we got some greenery growing here. So stay tuned. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to spray it down. And I will come back in a few days and show you the results. I don't know. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to mix it all right up in that. Actually, let me get a bucket and I'll mix it up in the bucket to make sure I get a good mix in there. They do recommend that you do it during the daylight hours when it's hot out and the sun is shining so the plants absorb it. Let me use one of my cement buckets here. Yeah, one of these will work. Alright, so here's our gallon of vinegar. There's white tungtang puti. This is Mother's Best, made right here in the Philippines, it looks like. Manufactured by the HDR Food Corporation. Alright. 1 gallon of white vinegar. The vinegar expires September 16th to 26th. Okay. And then we got a cup of salt. I don't have a measuring cup, so I just got a coffee cup here. We just kind of put that in there. And we got some, this is the salt we use. I don't know if I need the rock salt or iodine salt. I'm not sure if it really matters, but we're going to find out. And then we got some, just some basic soap, dishwashing soap, and just have a dab of that. And I got a official stirring stick, and I'm going to stir this up. Okay, so we got the mix up. I'm going to get into the bottle, and now we're going to come over here and do the spraying, and I will give you some an update in a few days to see how we do killing our weeds off. Alright guys, I put the weed killer on about an hour ago, and now we got a rainstorm coming down here, so I don't know if that's going to affect it or not. My controlled environment is not too controlled, so I have to come back and try this again. Well, let's see. We'll give it a day or two and we'll see what happens. All right. 24 hours after putting down the homemade weed killer, grass killer. It seems to have worked right there. You can see it kind of killed that off there. Anything else doesn't seem to really, maybe it burned that a little bit, but doesn't seem to be effective against any of the kind of anything other than kind of the grass. I sprayed over here, and it could have washed off too, but killed any. I think I sprayed over here too. And I guess it did kind of kill some of the stuff, but I don't know if I sprayed that or not. Yeah, I guess it did do a little bit, huh? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't kill the roots, I know that, but so the stuff will just grow back. But obviously not as effective as Roundup, but let me give it another day or two and see what happens. Alright guys, 48 hours plus since I put the homemade weed killer on here, a mixture of vinegar, salt, and dishwashing soap. And it kind of killed some of the grass here. These wild grass or weeds or whatever. I mean, I'm not sure what the hell they're called, but it doesn't really seem to do anything against some of these plants that are growing here. Plants are, I should just, they're weeds, but they're more than just not a grass. But then again, as you saw, I did have a rain shower for after a couple hours after I put the solution on the weeds. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up, I got plenty of salt and I got plenty of dishwashing soap. I'm going to have to go pick up another gallon of vinegar on one of these hot days where there's no rain in the forecast and the sun, i.e. the laser beam, is just ripping. And I'm going to get myself another gallon of vinegar and I'm going to give it another try and see how it does. Because I think it may have gotten washed off and some of these plants just didn't get soaked good enough. It didn't get enough opportunity to absorb. So we'll try that. We'll call it part 2, alright? So sit tight.